My name is Francisco Hernandez. I'm a finance major, and I'm the year 2026. I grew up. My mom's a huge, she's a super fan, and so I kind of naturally grew up after school, kind of coming, watching the show, and we kind of grew up in a household that watched a lot, and I kind of strayed away in high school. I think me leaving for college kind of opened that doorway up for a relationship with my mother again, and I kind of got back into watching Survivor. I didn't tell everybody that I was playing, but I told my mom that I was playing, and she was super excited. She can't wait to see how I play. She always says she always wants to put applications in for me for different reality shows, and Survivor is definitely her favorite. So, hi mom. I think I'm playing. I think I applied because of my mom a little bit and myself, but I think I'm definitely playing for myself to make new connections, to kind of have fun, and to compete. If I was voted out, my mom found out, she'd probably scream and yell and not know why they don't like her baby. But I think she'll be all right. She'll be okay. My mom would disown me if I got voted out first, and maybe second, and maybe third, and maybe fourth. But we'll see. We'll see. So I come from a somewhat of a small suburb of Detroit and the downriver community called Lincoln Park. I'm a really loud person. I'm a big extroverted person. I think I'm a smiley person. I think I'm a happy person overall. I think that I was kind of cast because maybe I could bring that kind of aspect to the camera, maybe to the game, maybe kind of keep it lighthearted, hopefully. In high school, I would definitely consider myself a tryhard. I played 2 varsity sports. I was the class president. I was the National Honor Society president. I was a DECA state champion. I just did a lot. I did a lot of stuff in high school. I did. So I had to be elected to be class president, and I was also homecoming king. So I think that there's a politician aspect to myself. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it helps me. Maybe it hurts me. We'll see. Yeah, I do. I think that people do naturally like me in the least cocky way. I think that I try my best not to give people a reason to dislike me. I think I'm naturally charming. I think I'm naturally charismatic. I think that I'm an extrovert, and that those things kind of come naturally. In high school, I was class president. I was voted homecoming king. I'm a naturally charismatic person. I'm a naturally charming person, and it comes out with my extrovert personality. I know my personality is definitely going to help me in the social aspect of the game of Survivor, and I think it's going to take me very far. My biggest strength is definitely going to be my social aspect to the game. I think I bring a lot to the table when it comes to personality, and that's going to be my biggest sword and shield. My social game is going to be my greatest strength. I was homecoming king. I was class president. I know how people think. I know what people like. I know how to kind of make those connections, and that's going to be a big reason why I win Survivor. My biggest weakness is definitely going to be a big head. If I get myself too deep or get too lost in the game, I'm definitely going to be voted out secretly and not know it. Naturally, an ego kind of grows when people talk to you, when people like you, when people come up to you, and most of the time, sometimes they're not coming up to talk to you because of good things or bad things. Maybe they're just trying to get information out of you, and I might not be able to tell or differentiate that at times. I won't lie. I don't think I'm going to be a big liar, sadly. I like to think that I'm a good liar, but I know that when I do lie, everybody catches me. My friends, my family. If I'm trying to lie, something in my face gives it away, and I wish I knew what it was. It's my smile, isn't it? But I know that if I have to lie in the game, that it's probably going to be it's going to be one of my biggest downfalls. If someone asked me if I was voting them out, and I knew I was voting them out, I would just 110% change the topic, which would let them know that I'm voting them. I'm voting you out. It's something I'm going to work on 110% throughout the game. If I make it throughout the game to further throughout the game, I'm going to have to work on my lying skills. I'm going to have to work on being able to put up kind of that face. I have more of a moral problem lying. My mom was a preschool teacher, so she kind of taught me at a very young age honesty is the greatest virtue, and it's kind of carried on. I think that I'm getting myself into. I think I don't know at all what I'm getting. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I have an idea. I know it's gonna look different. I know it's gonna look different, 100%. It's college Survivor. It's not real Survivor, but I think we're gonna still be playing in a jungle. I think we're still gonna be playing in a place that's full of outcasts and full of people who fit in. And I got somewhat of an idea, but I can't wait to see what it really is. I don't think it's going to be a cutthroat game. I don't think college kids are as maybe. Am I just like oblivious to the world right now? Because you guys are both laughing. Oblivious. Are people like college kids like really mean? I'm a freshman.
Well, have you watched any College Survivor games?
No, I have not. College Survivor is different. Is it? They get cutthroat. They get cutthroat.
Yeah,
like bad.
Links.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you sent me like the West Virginia one, right, or something like that.
UVA. I played.
Oh, okay.
And to give you a better understanding, like when first time I played, I was voted off on my birthday. Like
really?
Yes. Like they did not care.
Oh.
Like
I think that people are gonna play this game cutthroat. I don't think that I'm gonna play this game cutthroat because if I win and I played in a way that was immoral and I was cutthroat and I was backstabbing, I wouldn't want that win. I wouldn't want that. I think that if I make it that far to the jury and they know that I didn't play in a way that was kind of conniving or backstabbing or cutthroat, if you will, that they're going to definitely respect that a lot more than the person who just wasn't able to look somebody in their face and tell them what's happening. I'm excited to play. I'm really excited to play. I'm going to bring energy to my team. I'm going to bring motivation. I'm going to kind of bring, hopefully smiles to my team. That's to my tribe. My strategy at first is going to be to try my best to dance around the social drama, not to get involved with a lot of fights that are going to inevitably happen. And then as the game goes on, maybe trying to introduce myself with that energy that I brought and kind of direct that or change that into a way that kind of puts me in a leadership role. I'll definitely try my best to join alliances early on in the game. However, I am not going to be starting any alliances early on in the game. If I was at the bottom of an alliance, I would probably flip if I knew that I would go to another alliance and not be at the bottom. I don't think that I would lie, but I definitely will be withholding the truth at times throughout the game. If I had to lie, and if I didn't lie, I'm gone, I would probably lie. I'd probably end up lying to save myself, but I would not lie to save anyone else. I wouldn't lie. I know everyone else in this game is going to lie to straight my face. And hopefully they kind of think that too, and they take my honesty, and maybe I don't have to lie. I want to be second in command in the alliance. I don't want to be considered the head of any alliance because I know the first thing to go is always the head. But I also like the idea of having some type of authority or maybe even some type of say when I'm in an alliance. If I found out people were voting for me, I would probably do my best to find out who's next or maybe who's closest to being voted out too, and do my best to kind of show that I'm maybe more useful or maybe even less of a threat than they are. I feel like I can definitely be blindsided. I don't see myself doing any blindsides, and I sadly do see myself getting maybe possibly blindsided. My biggest strength and challenges is definitely going to be my endurance or my puzzle solving abilities. Are there be fights or no? I'm not going to fight anyone.
Like